The coffee was still hot when I heard the boots on my porch. Not footsteps, boots. Heavy, the kind of weight that comes with authority. I looked down at my silk robe, at the case files spread across my kitchen table. Sentencing memorandums I was supposed to review that afternoon. Who knocks like they're serving a warrant at 7:23 in the morning? I didn't know yet that footage from my security cameras would change everything. 23 minutes would destroy 2 careers and cost a city nearly $50 million. I was about to teach them an expensive lesson. My name is Patricia Williams. 12 years ago, I became a federal judge. Presidential appointment. Senate confirmation. I thought I understood power. The subdivision where I live is quiet. Tree-lined streets, colonial houses. I'd gone for my usual run at 6:15 and come back for coffee. The knock came at 7:23. I found 2 uniformed police officers on my porch. Both men had their hands resting near their weapons. "Ma'am," the tall one said. "Who are you and what are you doing in this house?" I blinked. "This is my home." "What's the problem?" They claimed suspicious activity and demanded ID. I asked, "On what legal basis?" They just told me to cooperate. The report they were responding to never existed. Reeves had seen me jogging and decided a black woman didn't belong in this neighborhood. Officer Reeves pushed past me, physically moved me aside with his forearm and stepped into my house. His partner followed right behind. "You're entering without consent and without a warrant," I said. "You need to leave." He told me my attitude was suspicious. He was already moving through my living room. His partner started going through the papers on my coffee table, confidential federal case files. I could feel my heart pounding from anger, but I didn't tell them who I was. I wanted to see how far they would go. I pulled out my phone to record. Reeves grabbed my wrist and tried to pry it away. The phone flew across the room and hit the wall. Reeves got in my face. "People like you don't belong in neighborhoods like this. Fancy houses aren't for your kind," he spat. They searched my house for 23 minutes. They looked under beds and discussed whether to arrest me for obstruction. I let them talk. Reeves smiled. "We both know you don't own this house, sweetheart." I set my coffee mug down and walked to my home office. I pulled out my federal judicial commission, signed by the president. I walked back and placed it on the coffee table. "Read that out loud so the cameras can hear you," I said. Reeves looked down. His face turned pale as the color drained out. "I'm the chief judge for this district. Everything you just did was recorded. You violated federal law 14 times. Get out of my house." They ran, stumbled over each other, trying to get through the door. I watched them dive into their cruiser and tear out of my driveway. I dialed the FBI. "This is Judge Patricia Williams. I need to report a federal crime." They arrived within 2 hours. The investigation found 43 separate incidents involving these same 2 cops. Victims had been ignored for years, till now. The trial lasted 3 weeks, guilty on all counts. Reeves got 15 years in federal prison. His partner got 12. The city paid millions in settlements. I insisted on sweeping reforms, including a civilian review board with real power, which I now chair. 3 years later, I spoke at the FBI Academy. The law applies to everyone equally. It's the foundation of everything we do. Justice isn't automatic. It requires people willing to fight for it. Every day we protect the law by demanding accountability. 2 officers thought they could intimidate the powerless. They were catastrophically wrong. Hit like and subscribe if you believe in justice.